We put our fish glasses on today.
Apparently not our coral glasses.
Oh, I've seen lots of coral, just not the fish.
I was implying that I wish we had seen more corals. Just in general. But we are quite deep, so
video?
not unexpected to not see the coral abundances that we had on other dives. I'm curious though why our dive at Polo we had enough, well, more corals than we see now.
Should I back off to get more light, or?
Is that?
Looks like another
He's really small.
fitted Orcuscial, the Bassositis.
Bassositis.
Down for him.
It's got that round shaped head, sort of really pretty semicircular in a way. It's funny, they remind me of tadpoles. They've got this round head and then tapered body to its tail.
I think we're clear.
Okay. The what?
Somebody, never mind.
I think it's best we don't ask.
I think I saw something diagonal left, that darker black rock. Seemed like something was smooth on it. Up left.
GVA, Warren Taylor, please report to the workshop. Still helping going.
Yep.
A little bit of a musical chairs rotation. Sure.
Internet's coming back.
Look through that.
Oh, pilot, that was a repeat of before, just so you know.
It sounded a little
It sounded really weird.
But I just switched headsets, so I wasn't quite sure.
But thanks for your quick response.
I've learned to throw my voice, actually.
Have to be a ventriloquist. It's a
We're
good
back
talent.
on the air.
Thank you.
All right.
Speaking of
Shoreside,
talents.
just checking to see if the phone communication has been reestablished. If you're still on the conference call, somebody could.
It has.
All right, great to have you guys back.
Yeah, it has come back.
Looks like we passed
The
through a
video's
possible
still
sun
frozen.
outage, so it looks like our satellite is back online.
Thanks, Roland. Thanks, Shoreside, for bearing with us. We're back in business, diving at Howland Island.
Yeah, we could probably get a little more.
So you shoreside watchers at home, just so you know, something that happens periodically is the sun will actually cross in the same path as our satellite, and it'll actually overpower the signal that we're transmitting to the satellite, and that would takes us off the air until the sun passes beyond that angle, and that's what we believe is just finished transpiring, what we call a sun outage.
And let me know.
If y'all are interested and want to read more about that
Want to wander off too far to start with
phenomenon,
there.
just take a look at Brian
Then when you find
Kennedy's
something,
mission
just
log
keep finding
for the
stuff to start
expedition.
with.
He wrote a really nice
something
piece
interesting
explaining
for
it.
them.
We're
I call
coming
it the tether.
into a few colonies that we
Oh,
might want
just
to
like
take a
that.
closer look at.
Yeah. Left side first, I would imagine.
Left side, okay.
Looks a little bit more lively.
Copy that, Bridge. Okay, the move is completed. Cirrus should swing for another few minutes.
I think that move's been completed for a few minutes.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
But
We might have settled out.
we can just float here. Video, you can start to come in and I'll continue to settle out.
So due north,
I
10
think
meters.
so.
Sounds good now.
It's another bamboo coral, internodal brancher.
Bridge nav.
It's pretty fleshy. There's a lot of
We
tissue
have another ship
covering the
move. 10
skeleton.
meters, bearing 000 degrees at 0.2 knots.
The bamboos are a type of octocoral. Each polyp has 8 tentacles. We're taking
Good
a
copy,
closer
Bridge.
look at really the branching patterns, the nodes or the dark features of these bamboo, and internodes or the lighter skeleton.
The only other one we've seen on this dive was a keratoisid, probably clade D1 or D2. I'm wondering if this could be the similar
full
group.
specimen.
Copy that, come down immediately.
Some mussel shell on the ground.
See that?
Certainly has a similar branching pattern, but the other one we found was much, much finer,
Bring lasers
much
on.
more thin,
that,
finely
Bridge.
branching.
Looks like I'm seeing a couple
Co-pilot,
of
can we get lasers?
stumps
Offshoots.
of
Oh, yep.
stumps on
Lasers
the, or bases
Okay.
on the rock face as well.
Them on the
Wonder if we're going to be seeing
specimen.
more of those. Looks like an anemone on one of the branches. and then
Zoanthids on the left-hand side.
So
Do you want to do
anemone
more
associate
close-ups
on
of
the
this?
bamboo. No, I think we're okay, pilot.
Okay.
We haven't
Looks
quite got
like
the full specimen
Might be a
yet.
couple other
Okay.
things to look at in the broad view if you go full wide. Okay.
Getting bounced up and down a lot.
Okay, video's clear.
Okay, you can come out.
I just saw an anemone on there, but I didn't see anything else. Looks like a dead bamboo. And
Something floating. Can you come in
oh,
real quick?
thanks. Thanks, Roland.
It's a shrimp. You can come back out if you want.
Max zoom.
I think that's probably good on this.
Okay, the slope is looking about 45 degrees to Sirius's port. So you should make your way over to your port.
Okay.
So I
Did you
think
see
you'll
anything
find
over
the
to
hill
the
is a
right?
lot closer
I
once he
saw a
lines
dead
up that way.
skeleton.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah,
I
it's
don't think
pretty
we
bare.
can-
So
We can get over there right now and
don't
tether.
think there's any reason to go over there. It looks exactly the same as the bamboo, though.
Maybe,
Okay.
maybe give us a rotate side to side.
There's another fan under that rock.
There's something under the rock. Let's see if I can get a look.
Maybe it could be a sponge.
Remember, your light bar's been redeployed.
Yes, thank you. All right, we can try that. Come on in.
No,
Yep, another
sponge.
sponge. Some brittle stars. Yep, we've seen
Okay,
that
pilot, I'm
sponge
centered
before,
back up
pilot.
on,
Thanks for getting the visual confirmation.
Okay. You centered up on the move?
Yes.
Great. And I'm almost centered up on you.
I think we might start tending like 20 degrees to Sirius's port based on his sonar.
I would agree.
Okay. That's interesting. That's not expected by the bathymetry. But I think we're just at a smaller scale. Continuing up.
Video's switching out.
Okay.
Seeing more remnants of sponges kind of on the sediment surface. We saw this downslope as well.
Yeah.
Copy that, Bridge.
There's a sea cucumber on the bottom left. If we're not too high up, we can
Yep,
grab
I
a
think
snap
we can,
snap zoom of that
We can get that. Video's switching right
Yep.
now.
whenever
I'll get
video's
set
ready.
up for them.
This looks slightly different from the first two we saw.
Video, if you're ready, can you snap in on this?
Yep. That's a partial.
Maybe a little bit more.
Oh, another sea cucumber. See the, looks like the anterior end of the front end is sort of peeling off the rock surface. It's a modified tube feet for feeding are in view. This is different than what we've seen before on this
That's
dive,
still
like
not
Steve
quite pulsing.
remarked.
Okay. What was it? Come on.
That was good. We just needed to get a closer look at
Did you
it.
say come
Okay.
out?
Thanks.
Yeah, you can come out. We'll move on.
That's full wide.
Thank you. Okay, let's see what's over to the left.
Yeah, co-pilot, I'd bring your head, or I'd have you both start moving to port. Maybe go 15 degrees that way.
Copy that. Coming left.
There's some terrain a lot closer over there.
Nice boulder here.
That's a good size boulder. See a few crinoids on it.
Oh, yep, I see those down lower.
But we really need to find another sea star pilot, so just keep your eyes open for that.
I'll do what I can.
All right, thanks. We're at 2,259 meters on Howland Island. Our third dive within the Pacific Remote Islands Marine National Monument.
Serious.
We have a number of scientists who have joined us from the shoreside and been continuous supporters and providing us with expertise
That looks
throughout
pretty
our
good there.
dives.
Yeah.
And particularly
340.
today,
I'm
this is
gonna
our
straight up
ultra
a
deep
bit.
dive. We will
Anything you need
have
right
another
here?
dive here at Howland tomorrow. It'll be a shallower dive, providing us with some an opportunity to compare our shallow dive that we did yesterday
Coming
at
up
Baker
pretty quickly,
Island.
follow me up.
Coming up.
We'll see how fast it recedes in the sonar.
Yep.
So sort of proceeding up this steep slope, rocky substrate with thin sediment drape. Every now and then we see a sea cucumber, but they've been kind of
Alright.
few and far
Seems
between.
to be going away. I'll call in
Definitely
another move. What do
mostly
you think?
sponges have
15
been
in
the
this direction?
Looks good on my radar.
Group that have been most popular on this dive.
Your sonar say
A
I
few
would've-
different
I would've said
species
10,
have
it's still
been
pretty steep.
present from the beginning of the dive throughout.
Okay.
Starts-
Yeah, I think we could do 15.
We don't need to really linger on this for
Okay.
too long. We've seen quite a few of them.
I
and
agree. I just thought this was
Okay.
a particularly nice one.
Yep.
Thanks. Thanks, pilot. We agree. It's very nice.
So we'll do 15 meters at 345.
Copy.
So front row, maybe Nav can give us this information, but what is our general speed over ground when we're doing our movements like this that we're doing now?
Stand by there. I'm going to
0.
call in a ship move.
Okay, no problem. Figured
Bridge
I'd
nav.
give you guys an opportunity to chat about that.
Can we get a ship move? 15 meters, bearing 345 degrees at 0.2 knots.
So this is still very steep, but it has calmed down a little bit. Earlier in the day, we were barely moving
Good copy,
forward
Bridge.
at all, just vertically.
Yeah, Watchley. So the question was, how fast do we move over ground?
what, like at our current pace right now?
Well, yeah, I think Pilot was starting to say on that cliff our average speed over ground was basically 0 because we were just rising up. Now that we're on this kind of, I don't know, probably 45-degree slope,
Yeah,
we usually average about 0.1 knots. We do a 0.2 knot move, wait for it to settle, do another, and we kind of try to average it out to 0.1 knots.
Okay.
Good comeback, right?
Thanks, Nav.
So Pilot, since you're stretched out here, looks like you're already doing it. But you
So
can
we
just
do have
lateral
different
around.
voices that appear throughout
Sure
the day.
not
There are
to pull
different
on the
watches
tether,
throughout the day, but
as
also
we found out last night.
the front row rotate positions within a watch. So someone starting off as navigator may end up serving as a pilot or co-pilot throughout
Copy
the
that,
dive.
Bridge.
Right now we have Carl
But this is a
serving
good
as
time for you to
navigator,
play around and look for what you want to look for.
helping us
If it were a day they
proceed
wanted
upslope
rocks,
in
it'd
a
be a good
safe
time
and
to poke at
reasonable
some
fashion.
rocks or your skids.
as we try to find more critters
Anything
to
you can do to keep
observe.
everyone amused at home without
Yeah.
pulling the tether.
I think continuing to move is important for that.
Yeah, yeah. Don't just sit still.
Not seeing too much life around this area.
It looked like there was a coral or sponge straight up above screen.
Straight up. Okay.
Yep. Right
Yes.
at the
Maybe.
top.
I think that one's too far away.
Yeah, I can't. I don't quite have the tether for that right now. Maybe we can snap on it and see what it is at least.
Yep. Should I go ahead and go in?
for it. Coming up.
Yeah, there's a couple of these stubby stalks,
partial.
probably bamboos. Different
Take a
from
little
what we've
longer
seen
on it.
previously.
This looks a lot like
Settle down.
a stalk of a bamboo that we've seen on a previous dive, but I'm not sure if we got an ID on it.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah.
The tissue is almost crystal clear. It's not opaque like the last one we just saw, the D2 clade, I guess.
Have our own clade.
It's difficult to tell with these bamboos, though. You know, you don't know if they're just growing in a whip temporarily and then they'll branch later on. You know, whether they are totally unbranched through their entire life. Could just, you know, we only have a snapshot into their lifespan and growth to
Video, I think
identify
that's
what they
probably
are,
good.
what they could
Come
be.
back
Copy
on.
that, Bridge.
All right. Or full wide.
Okay, Sirius
saw a few
is
stalks,
moving
at
along. The
least
ship
3.
just stopped. Another couple minutes of swing.
Is that what you observed as well?
Yeah, I think I'm starting to have enough tether that I can go in there and get a better look on that.
I think it's actually okay, pilot.
Alright.
We can just,
keep going.
yeah. Unfortunately, getting a better look isn't going to be able to tell us what it is specifically,
All right.
but it's good to note its presence.
And there's something white right in the center of the screen. Really tiny, straight above lasers on a little rock.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, I'm going in. Got a little bit of tether.
I kind of wonder how many, you know, baby or young corals we are missing just because they can be so small when they settle out and they recruit to the substrate or these rocks. Ultimately, there may be several that we're just missing because we can't see them, but it takes a while for them to grow up to the size that we just were imaging.
Yeah, there we go. There's that toe. Come in, video. This is what we wanted, right? Nope.
Never mind.
I thought I saw it too.
That's great.
Yeah, this scale, it really looks like something.
How long have I been on mute?
Not very long.
Okay.
So I'm thinking for the next
Since
move,
lunch?
20 meters due north.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, it's getting less
No.
steep.
No, really, like 2 minutes?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
It hasn't been that long.
You're just not telling me when I'm on mute anymore, just because it's been 9 dives together and you've had enough of me.
No,
I'm
never, never.
We're having fun. It's a low biomass dive, but we're having fun.
That's right. And we're pioneers here, all of us, exploring the seafloor here for the first time. This is first order exploration.
Okay, I'll call that in. I think Cirrus is still swinging
And
a
what
little.
we
but I
find
think so enough
really
you guys are
helps
centered up and you
inform
keep moving.
our
Yeah,
understanding
yeah.
of the regional distribution of deep sea
Okay.
coral sponges and fishes, as well as also
I'm
helps
just gonna
the
skip ahead to this next
national monument
vertical.
here
Sounds good.
better preserve, conserve, and protect the biological resources found within this area.
All right, we're coming up to our next steep section, and I see some living things on it. Let me fly over here. Come in partial. Not sure if this is interesting.
It's the second type of xenophyophore.
Yep. And another bamboo small stalk just behind it. This looks more like a fan shape. But
Actually, I don't know. That could be a carnivorous sponge.
Sponge again?
Yeah. Can we maybe get a look closer up on the top, the stalk on top?
Yes. Do that.
oh, maybe I was
It has those-
deceived by those brown spots
Those
again.
projections, yeah, that's
Oh yeah, there we go.
carnivorous sponge, probably a different species than the one we collected.
See something at the base that looks pretty fleshy.
Might be able to go over to the right, get a better view of that. Come out a bit.
5 minutes. Operations meeting,
Thank you.
forward lounge, 5 minutes.
We're full wide again.
Nice. It's a big rock right between my toes, making it a little difficult to maneuver.
We don't have to spend too much time on it, pilot. We just
Okay.
wanted to.
I think we
quick
can
zoom on it.
get a quick snap on the base.
Okay.
Why don't you come in now?
All right. So that's partial.
Go full. I'll try to keep it centered.
I think I saw polychaete at the base. Yep. And
losing
then
it
something else. But
All right. Let's just go wide. We'll move on.
okay. Thanks, pilot.
Bridge nav.
Wide.
Yeah, could we have a move 20 meters, bearing 340 at 0.2 knots? Good, copy, Bridge.
Let's see what this is. Come on in.
There's
Looks like
something
a
to the
good
left,
sponge
pilot,
piece
before you
before.
zoomed in on this dead sponge stalk.
Close to it, or should we come up?
You'll see it when you go full wide. Sorry, full wide. Looks like
Up top?
maybe another bamboo. Yep, up left.
Well, it looked promising.
Maybe a dead skeleton with a
I think there's something on it.
something on it. Sirius cam is pretty cool. See the rock face and the sedimented ledge below. People get an idea of the steep face that we've been climbing up.
Come in. Trying to center it up.
Dead
Copy that, Bridge.
coral skeleton with a crinoid
Yeah, not a
entwined around.
Not a bamboo,
Nope, something else.
maybe.
Yeah, I don't see any nodes.
That's the second type of skeleton I've seen like that. Yeah, that looks like that.
Yeah.
Got
Not a
more?
bamboo for sure.
Yeah, there's also a jelly that's going past
Okay.
on the left.
I'll chase the moving thing. Come in on the jelly. Come in. I'm sinking too fast. Come back in.
Thanks, pilot.
Should I come out some?
Yeah.
All right, pilot, whenever
Okay,
you
pilot.
Okay.
Sirius is underway. Why don't you hop up,
Okay.
Full wide.
see how big this rock is.
Will do.
The move was at 340.
340.
No, not good. Not good audio, at least. It's kind of quick.
It also
Yeah.
didn't look
It's
too.
interesting. The bathymetry
too
says you should be at
life
2265, but
filled.
you're at
It's a
2235.
percentage sea
Yeah, I
star
think there's a
Yeah.
30
heading into
meter
view.
offset.
So we've seen
that
another
was
one of
horizontally.
these on the dive so far. With its arms extended into the water column. Up
Well,
off
the
the sediment,
2230
off the
contours
rock.
are really far away.
Okay, that's true. It might be vertical also.
50. That would be 180 meters away.
Okay. So it's just off.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Got something little right by the lasers. Can you come in?
Another
Good.
crinoid on the rock, feather
Yep.
star. I've seen a number of these on the dive.
You can go back out.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks to be the same species we
Or
saw at
wide.
the bottom of the wall.
And I think that's another one that I won't even bother to zoom on.
So let's see, the deepest part of our dive at Polo seamount was about 2,140 meters.
Looks like there's
A
a
little
coral
ways to
in the
go to get
distance.
to there for
Yep.
our dive here at Howland.
I see
But-
some larger fans coming
Oh,
up.
good.
Fan over there.
Maybe this
Maybe with
is
some associates.
this 2250, 2230 meter depth. Definitely starting to see more corals.
Might be an important zone for corals.
Could be. I think we're going to find out what that mystery Scleroxonian skeleton could have been in a moment.
Good. I was hoping we would get a chance.
I think I see another fish from the far left-hand side, but it's very far distant. No, it's
Oh, looks like another
it's a skeleton.
fan
So- It
skeleton
looked like
of some
a-
sort.
A rat tail, but it's definitely a skeleton.
So I think this is a living version of the dead penguin.
Look at the
That
size
could
of
be,
that.
pilot. That's what we were thinking too.
Look at the size of that ophiuroid. It's got its
That's
arms
huge.
totally stretched out. It's almost covering the entire length of the colony in width.
Okay, video, come in.
If we center it up, we can get a full specimen real quick. All right, going in.
So that's a partial.
Yeah, I think it's some sort of paragorgid.
I lost my toe hold. Come out a little bit. I'll
Interesting.
try to get
Very well, nice full fin.
It looks like it's in good shape. I don't see any dead branches. It's Paragorgia, or Paragorgid is in the octocoral group. We've been seeing only a few other types of octocorals on this dive. We saw Chrysogorgid and
Could
some
we clear the
bamboos.
lasers when you guys get a chance?
This is
Yeah,
the first
lasers, please. And you can come
Paragorgid
back
on
in.
the
Lasers
dive
off.
thus
There's
far.
space.
Thank you.
We're at 2,229
That's not quite
meters.
full yet.
And all of the polyps of this
Why
octocoral
don't
are
you go
extended.
full? Just-
And
nope.
we were remarking on the fact that this large ophiuroid or
I'm
brittle
gonna get
star
wedged in here
associate
really
is
well.
has really got extensive arms intertwined around the branches of the coral, getting a beautiful view of the disc on the ophiuroid that's used to identify it.
Let's come in on the disc. Try to center it.
Did you say these were bubblegum coral yet? I usually remember you
Hey, Nav, ship
saying that
stopped,
you'd
right?
catch me. But yeah, these
Just stop moving.
are commonly named bubblegum corals, obviously. If you're looking at the screen right now, you can see the polyp tissue and part of the skeleton. The axial skeleton looks like chewed bubblegum. When they close up, it's even more apparent.
Any
Incredible
part of this
imagery.
we would like a close-up of?
No, this is beautiful, Pilot.
Video whenever you're happy, you can start to come out.
Watch the nav.
Hi, Neb.
Hey, just as an update, we have 45 minutes left on bottom.
Thank you, Neb.
You got it.
It looked like on the rock there might be some stoloniferan octocorals sort of creeping along. I guess we also saw those down below. So octocoral I didn't mention.
If we have time to
we'll
get a
try.
pirouette on this would be great, but if
There's
not,
sort of
that's
lumps
fine.
on the rock.
Okay, I could try it.
I think we might have another bamboo in the background as well, but these might be stoloniferans on the rock.
Co-pilot, can you watch that upper swing arm? Port upper.
Yeah, do you want to adjust it or just
No,
keep an eye on it?
just keep an eye.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, we can see him from here, Pilot, actually. Really nice. You can see the polyps extended on the corals that are basically encrusting the rock behind the Paragorgia.
Okay. That's about all I can do video.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, that was great. Thank you.
We get a size on the base of the skeleton.
Yeah, I think we hit it already, but we can do
Okay.
it again. Lasers on, please.
Lasers are on.
Co-pilot, I'm thinking next move maybe due north. What say you?
Yeah, I think that's fine. I can center up after this, but that looks good on my center.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on sway point one. Okay.
I think that'll work.
Yep, I think we're good.
Okay.
It's great, Pilot.
They're
Did
not
you say you
quite
saw a
full out
bamboo
yet.
maybe in the distance?
I'll
In
go
the-
full.
Yeah,
Okay.
over on the left-hand side of the
All right,
screen.
pilot. So I think Nav was saying next move to be north.
Okay.
So if you want to come center,
Yeah,
and I can rotate a little.
I don't think I can quite get over to that. We can get a snap zoom on it for identification.
That would be great, Pilot.
That's the way we're headed.
Yeah,
Pretty
even
much.
that's fine. What you're doing.
Okay, that's
It's just
good.
a yeah,
Close enough.
yeah.
Close enough.
We'll just slowly rotate as you come over. But yeah, that's
Sure.
fine.
Yeah, follow me and then I'll come back.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fans. They just all of a sudden appeared out of nowhere over a course of 10 or 15 meters or so. Could just be the topography. It's
Come in.
moderated a little bit in slope.
That's a partial.
I don't think this is a bamboo. I think we have our first primnode. This one has several brittle star associates.
Wow, it's coming on one of the brittle stars. I'll get you this
That's
one.
Yeah,
full
the
zoom.
polyps have really scaly texture, the primnoid octocorals. And it almost looks like the polyps are sort of facing downward.
Yep. Looks to be maybe 4 to 5 polyps per whorl, through 3 to 5, somewhere in there. Maybe 3.
Down and
I'm looking at 3 in most parts of the colony. Polyps are again pretty dense though, down near the base.
Anything else you want video?
I think just a full specimen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Come out.
if you didn't get lasers on the base, that would be awesome.
All right, we'll get that.
It sort of appears almost planar to me in a way, and it's growing in this characteristic form. I feel like we've seen something like this before.
Video whenever
Right.
you're good.
Video's clear.
Come on out.
Or full wide.
Thank you. So we're moving due north?
Yeah, if you could lateral slightly starboard.
Yeah, I thought you
I just need to rotate a little.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
starting
look
to see
at,
what you're
uh,
saying. There's
doesn't
several
have to be drastic,
colonies
even
in the
gradual,
distance,
it's fine.
several more fans.
All right, I want to look at these.
Yeah,
This is as far to port as I'm going.
and they all look
Copy.
slightly different from each other too.
I'll wait to call it in then.
Okay.
So the one on the left-hand side,
All right,
well, I don't know. They
first.
they all
Huh.
look different. I guess we'll take a quick snap zoom on all of them.
On the bottom with my middle. This is a little awkward. Okay, video, why don't you come in on this one?
This looks different still.
Looks like another primnoid, but the polyps are all
And I'm good
sort
to
of,
go in whenever.
Yep,
running
take whatever you
parallel.
want.
Okay.
Super
Jutting out.
dense, yeah, dense
That's a
polyps.
full zoom.
Yeah, this is something else.
So we just go up a few meters in depth, and we basically up the ante in our coral diversity by quite a bit.
Keep an eye on that
Two
slant
different
range
types
on
of
you,
primnoid
Sirius
octocorals within a few
co-pilot.
meters of one
Oh,
another.
yeah, copy that.
I see it either 3 or 4 polyps per whorl.
Get you the nice
I
black
don't see
background.
any associates on this one.
No, I think I saw a brittle star on the Paragorgia right behind this colony, but none on this one.
Okay,
I think-
come out. Get a full.
This could
base of
be.
the base.
Let's see.
Okay, and next maybe we'll go to this one to the right.
Yeah, the sort of one
It's
behind the
behind
rock.
the rock,
I think the one
but,
to the
we'll
lower
see
left
most
is
of it.
that one we looked
Yeah.
at before. Yeah,
Alright.
he's
That's a partial.
Go full. I'll bring you up to
This
the
might be a
brittle star.
bamboo. All the polyps again are closed.
and some bear skeleton is present underneath the ophiuroid arm or brittle star arm. Yep, bamboo coral, but I thought I saw some open polyps somewhere.
Can we look at a branch point more carefully? Maybe on the right hand side and down, or
Sure. Sure. Can we come out a
they're
little
kind
bit?
of okay. There we go.
There's some stripped ones.
Yeah,
Do you want
this
a
is
stripped one?
yeah, that looks good right there.
Okay, come on in.
Come on in.
Is that full?
Yeah, that's all.
Can you zoom in on the oral disc of that one opioid? The oral disc is facing us.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is internodal branching.
Yep. We're gonna stay here for a second. Or max zoom, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We could maybe get closer. Sirius is kind of catching up. Are we okay here for a minute, co-pilot?
Yeah, pretty sure
We're gonna give our
that's
shore
fine.
sides a second on this
So we're in a good
opioid,
spot.
Okay.
and
Maybe meanwhile I'll get a little closer. Video, can you come out?
Yep.
Let me see how best to do that.
Or full wide.
Thank you. It's on the back side of this rock, which is a little difficult. But I think if I come around.
Oh, your back is hitting a little. That's what you're feeling.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a few branches have their polyps extended on this bamboo.
Should I go around to
Copy
the far
bridge.
side?
I don't know if you have enough tether to rotate like that and look at me.
Yeah.
It was more to look at the
Especially
central
now that it's
disc of
shorter, I
the
don't think you
brittle
do.
star,
Okay,
so this
so we
side's the
want this
best.
side.
So
Um,
if we can't get closer, that's no worries.
you could rotate slightly, but
Okay.
not. I wouldn't face me. I guess is what I'm saying.
All right, video. Let's try this. I think I'm a little closer.
All right. That's not quite full.
Go full.
Reminds me of some of the brittle stars we saw in the previous dives, sort of petal shape, central
Right.
disc.
yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping to see the other side of the disc on the one on the right.
Oh.
I think the seat now has moved.
Oh,
So
I
I'm
see.
yeah.
collapsed down. I want to see the oral side, yeah.
Oh, I see.
He looks like he's a jumper.
Yeah, it's moving around. And there the polyps are extended on the
It's up.
bamboo.
You're approaching the ledge now.
Come on out a bit.
Yeah, I think it's headed down slope.
It's on the move, Tim. All right, thanks, pilot. Whenever you're ready.
All right. I guess come on out then.
All right,
We'll move on.
we're full
All right,
wide.
thank you. Get ready to
Yeah,
jump.
it's just on the wrong side of the slope here. I can't,
That's
can't
fine.
really get to it. All right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've seen that purplish wash colored crinoid before.
Co-pilot, do you maybe want to go more like 015?
I
Yeah.
think it should be a little east. Yeah, I agree with that.
Now that you stopped swinging a little bit.
Let's see what it looks like over at 015. I'd say
that's
I'd say even more than that.
50.
Yeah. Okay.
This,
030 or 035, huh?
So that's north right now.
I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, there's
that's
something on the
about up.
on the sediment pilot.
Okay. Yep. I'll get a good look at that.
Yeah, it might even be like 4 or 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 4 or 5. I think is good.
Yeah, if you just keep going that direction.
All right. Yeah. I'll.
Or
set
yeah,
up
look at
as we
this, and
move.
then yeah, we'll just
I will-
keep
If
rotating.
this is a coral, it's
Oh, bunch of
unusual
miles
to
up here.
find,
Okay. 045.
unless
I'll-
it's
I'll
a
get her
fairly
in.
thin sediment veneer.
Copy
Difficult for corals to settle in
20 meters, okay?
an environment like this, but
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I think that's.
Okay.
we'll take a
Should be
look
good.
and see what we have here.
All right. Come on in. Kind of perched on my middle. It's a little weird.
That's a partial.
Wow.
Completely
come in more.
dead. Is it?
That's full.
I'm not sure.
What is up with this? It's hydroids
Looks like
everywhere.
it's covered with hydroids,
okay.
and I thought I was seeing something else, but it's an incredible skeleton.
Yeah, I don't even know what kind of skeleton this could belong to. Obviously a coral of some type, but these hydroids seem to be doing just fine.
higher, we can get some more contrast.
I don't know what these pockets are, if they're like egg cases or something.
Oh, the whole colony is a hydroid. That's good. Good observation.
Those little
full?
brown structures. Yeah, this is like
full.
all popped open.
Thank you, Bridge.
Is that a polychaete in there? Yep, I think so. Polychaete stuck in the branches.
Just curious what these brown structures are.
So hydroids are coral relatives, not too distantly in a different taxonomic grouping, but they are usually, unlike corals, they don't form large branching colonies like this all too often. This is kind of rare to see one so intact and seems to be thriving.
Are we at full zoom?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We're gonna have to take off here
Okay.
pretty quick. If
This
we
is good.
Okay, we're good with this.
Yeah, thank
All
you.
right.
All right.
Maybe we'll get the lasers on the bottom before we leave.
I don't know what those are, but they look like egg cases to me of
Yeah.
some sort. Yep. Like they had been popped open.
Okay, full wide, please.
Is that
Yep,
a
or full
fish
wide.
or a
Oh,
shrimp?
And there's a crab. Something swimming
Oh,
on
crab.
the rock or
Yeah,
hanging out of the
I
sediment
don't think I can
surface.
chase that.
Okay.
I gotta get out ahead.
No worries.
Something
Great.
coming up ahead of us here.
Wow.
My goodness.
We have hit the mother lode, it seems like, that 23, 35 meter depth contour. Something seems to have happened when we transported into a different universe, because there's corals everywhere.
Coming close to this.
So we don't.
There's the one on the right and the one on the left both look different.
Bridge
okay,
now.
I'll take this one first.
Yeah, we can get some beauty
Easy
shots.
stop,
It's a
please.
beautiful colony.
Looks a lot like the hydra we were just
Probably
imaging.
keep an eye
It does
on
look
that
like a hydroid.
feature up ahead. We might have to call and move back.
Yeah, copy that. How much into
come in
the
partial on
did
this.
it go?
Hang on. It's so big.
No, that's partial.
No,
it's a
about
chrysogorgia.
A little
Wow.
more than halfway.
Whoa.
So 10 meters, 12 meters? or
That's-
something?
That's incredible.
The biggest chrysogorgia I've ever seen.
Chrysogorgia.
It's
Octocoral.
probably a meter and a half across.
1.5 meters.
Yeah, I think so.
What's the delay
Wow.
been? Is it written down?
We're so
anywhere?
used to
5
finding
minutes.
these
5 minutes?
small bushes of chrysogorgids. And this is a more planar.
Take a little more video.
Can we set up for a collection here? Is this a good spot?
We'll probably have to back the ship up
Uh,
because we were in the middle of a move.
Yeah, we'll have to back the ship up, but
Yeah, we could do it.
it's doable.
Okay.
do you want to do
Is
a
there
collection?
a shoreside consensus? Okay. Yep, we'll be able to do that. And maybe a little bit of
Yeah,
we
overload.
have-
Yeah, I'd go back 10.
225.
3 to 4 folks on the shore
Yeah, because
who
I'm
are really interested in
directly
this.
on top of you right now.
If it works to pan up and get it in with the darker background, that would be great.
All right, I can try that.
Yeah, well,
Awesome.
Okay, ship move is in.
Looks like
Still
we're
keep
seeing
an eye on it.
maybe egg masses at the base of the coral polyps. Possibly.
There we go. It does have some depth. Should go, yeah.
Actually, Pilot, since this is such a productive area, it would be really good for us to get a good overview of what other fans we might encounter. So,
Video, can you just come full?
yep. Or full wide.
There's one over on
Thank
the
you, Bridge.
right-hand side that looked pretty different as well.
Yes, I'll go to that now.
That's about as far back as I can look.
This is
Okay.
Yeah, if you have to pilot, if you have to come off,
really
and push ahead
tremendous.
to keep
Such
the
a
vehicle
diversity
safe coming back
of
so.
individual colonies.
I didn't really see any
But I'll let Copilot
associates on the
tell you if that's
large
necessary.
chrysogorgid.
Yeah, you're fine now. Just
Did you?
yeah, try to stop.
I didn't
there.
see any. I was kind of distracted
Yeah.
by all the polyps. But there's a squat
Alright,
lobster here
coming
that
up.
This one has
we
one.
haven't seen many squat lobsters on this dive, so this is a good
It's actually
observation.
a actual different kind of crab. It might be one of those homolids.
One more.
It kind of looks like a lithodid.
I don't know. That's not quite
Not
full.
an Anamura,
Go full.
no.
So,
There'll be an honorable shellback meeting held at 4 rounds in 5 minutes. You got an honorable shellback meeting held at 40 rounds in 5 minutes.
is this another chrysogorgid here? Looks like, from a distance, it almost appeared really different than what we were just imaging.
Alright, when you're ready, let's move off the crab.
All right, I'm ready whenever
you
you are.
are.
Nice close-up
Come
view
out
of this
partial.
crab that's perched on top of the branch of this extremely old coral.
Get some of the black background here.
Really
Come on in.
delicate polyps are in view, and
So I think your forward way has stopped Copilot. Hopefully.
Yeah, copy that.
Hopefully it'll come back to
Do video whenever you're happy.
comfortable soon.
All right, if we can go out and get a full specimen. There we go.
wow, thanks, Pilot. I think it would be good to get a good look around here.
I think so.
So
Sure.
All right,
keep
video's
our eyes
clear.
peeled for
Alright,
more
come on out.
corals, but two
Full wide.
incredibly large specimens, colonies of these chrysogorgid octocorals. It's the largest ones I've ever seen. Really incredible.
Were we interested in a sample on this?
No,
first
we're
one?
gonna just
Okay.
keep moving around,
looking,
Pilot.
okay.
Thanks.
We've
There
seen
was an interest
so
there.
many new species in the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes that I think it might be worthwhile to get a idea of what's in
Sure.
this area.
We will be doing a deep dive at Baker Island in a couple days, so we'll definitely be on the lookout to see if we may be encountering similar diversity of deep sea corals and sponges. There may be opportunities to collect at that time as well.
Sponge that we've seen a couple times.
Copy Bridge.
How much time do we have left on bottom, Nav?
20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Affirmative.
Nav, always depresses me when you tell me that.
Steve asked me.
There's another large fan
Oh my
coming up.
goodness. Incredible spot.
A couple things sticking out to the left. Sponge, a dead sponge, a sponge, a sponge, and a sponge.
And
Can we
they
look-
whip.
Can we look at this wall face on and uphill? Because I think this would be an amazing shot to grab with all these sponges and
Yeah,
corals.
we
Yeah,
can do
that
that.
might
If I
be
look
okay.
up like that, we're gonna get some lighting flares, but we can do that.
Yeah, you're fine. You can try it. I'll let you know if tether gets tight.
Sure.
Yeah, I hope this is a fantastic view. Corals and sponges living in harmony.
Oh, and there's a
And
fish
associates.
up on the upper left.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, we see the fish as well.
Would you like a close-up of anything here, or just the overview?
We're just trying to get a really beautiful habitat shot, pilot.
Yeah, I bet now that we reached
it's a
kind of
rat
this
tail.
this fairly steep ridge, I would say I would love to continue up the ridge, but we're going to make as much way as we can. You can see some massive fans in the distance.
Yep, I'll,
And the fish on the lower left is a rat tail fish.
alright, we'll skip the
We've seen
fish.
McCords
We'll go for those fans.
previously on the dive.
Fans seem to be the unique thing here.
Yeah, I would say if we can find a ridge like this on our Baker, near Baker Island, I think we would do well with the amount of coral species we could potentially find.
Let's just do this floating. You can start to come in. Actually, I mean, it's already full screen.
Wow. Yeah, there's a crab kind of blending in with the colony
Yeah, I think I
on
see
the top
that.
edge of the
Try-
screen.
Try to get that. So there's so many things to look at. I'm trying to do this floating to save time. Coming on the crab.
That's not
It's on
quite
the other
full zoom.
side. Yeah. It's the bamboo coral colony here. Looks like a nodal brancher.
This is something different.
Yep.
What do you think about a move headed that way?
Yeah.
Considering it'll take some time to get there.
Yeah, 10, 15 easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to
15.
go like 5-5 or 6-0?
Yeah, 15-5-5.
Sure.
I was worried this was going to be a sponge and fish dive, but now the corals are catching up pretty
Surprise,
fast.
surprise.
Video whenever you're happy, we can move on.
Alright. That's full wide.
Okay.
So this colony's measuring probably 1.5 meters. That base is probably pretty substantial. It's a bit eclipsed by the
Yeah,
rock
I
here
can't quite get the
and those
base.
sponges.
I'll get in a little closer for this one.
I'm kind of wondering here if it's a depth issue that's causing this.
It's also kind of the top of the cliff, which might be a factor.
Yeah.
Come in, video.
Yep.
Yeah, I was wondering if it's if there's like a depth threshold that all of a sudden we get this explosion of corals, or if it's possibly a slope thing.
A little bit more.
Probably a little bit of both. The slope is moderated, and we get a lot more of this
Trying to get
particulate
back.
matter streaming across this crest of this ridge. Another primnode. This could be similar to the one we've seen already. Maybe Norella. Some species of Norella.
All right, I think that's good.
Alright. Full wide.
And another.
So this
Pilot, you sound a little non-surprised there.
This has quickly become the new norm.
My goodness.
There's
really
that.
incredible.
massive Chrysogorgiid again.
Okay, come in.
This is just so strange.